Good morning, students. Welcome back to the class Pollution of Air and Water. In the last class, we have discussed about the air pollution, how the air is getting polluted, and what are the sources for the air pollution we have learnt, isn't it? So, next we have to move on to the case study, that is the study of a Taj Mahal. We have to move on. Over the past 2 decades, India's most famous tourist attraction, Taj Mahal, located in Agra, has become a matter of concern. Why it has become a matter of concern? As I already showed you the picture, that is a Taj Mahal which is having a white marble in color, but later you can see that is the color has been changed, that is discoloration. So since the color has been changed, so they are taking care of a Taj Mahal and they wanted to know that is what are the causes for those. Later they came to know the cause for those color changes is mainly because of a pollutants or the industries which are releasing pollutants nearby the Taj Mahal. Experts have warned that pollutants in air are discolorizing the white marble. So, it is not only living organisms that get affected by the pollutants of air which is released by these industries, but non living things like buildings, monuments, and statues are also getting affected. As I already told in the last class, that is, these gases, when they mix up with the air, so they will be leading for the formation of acid rain and they are going to affect the monuments too. The industries located in and around the Agra, like rubber processing, automobiles, chemicals, and especially the Mathura oil refinery, have been responsible for producing pollutants like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. So, these gases are the main causes for which one, that is acid rain. Students, observe this picture first. Before moving to the acid rain, first observe. Here in the first one, you can see that is acidic gases released into the atmosphere. Which one? Through the industries. You can see sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, and even carbon dioxide. So these gases are all called as greenhouse gases or even acid rain gases. And these gases carried upward by the wind because these gases they are lightweight, so along with the air which is present in the environment, these gases will mix up and they will carry it upwards, and later the gases combines with the water droplets to form acid. So listen here carefully. So hereby these gases whenever they mix up with the clouds, so thereby from the clouds only what happen, we know that is rain which is passed and they will be present in the air, they are telling. So from the clouds the rain is coming and the rain passes through the air. In that air what happens, you can see that is there is a presence of these gases. Whenever these come in contact with the rain, they are converted into acids. Thus so the rainwater will convert into the acid rain and falls on the earth. This acid rain once it falls on earth, so thereby you can see the condition of a plant. So what happened, the leaves are all what happened are not there, and even the soil texture also what happened are spoiled, and even the water quality and even the substances and even the human being living organisms whoever present what happened, they will be destroyed. These acids whenever they falls on a soil, the microorganisms or a salt which are present in the soil what happen, they will be affected and it will lead to the death of those microorganisms. And even if it falls on a leaves means what happen, thereby genetic variation will takes place and even the leaves will start to dry up and the plants will die. And if it falls on a living being like human beings, what happens, thereby you can see skin cancer and number of skin problems and even a skin burns also can be seen. Thus how these number of gases from the industries, they are going to cause which one, that is acid rain. And hereby you can see that is through the acid rain how the marble has been affected, the color of the marble and even shape of the marble has been affected so badly, so that what happened, it has lost its lustrous and even shiny nature and even the quality. These gases react with which one? Water vapor present in the atmosphere to form which are the gases like sulfuric acid and nitric acid. That's what here I said, no? So the gases which are released by these number of industries, they will be in a nature, that is in the air. Whenever they combines with the water vapor, they will transform into acids such as that is sulfuric acid and even nitric acid. These acids drop down with the rain, making them rain as which one? Acidic. The acid rain corrodes the marble of the monument. This phenomenon is called as which one? That is marble cancer. Since marbles are mainly affected by this acid rain, so they are going to call it as, or they affected by the rain which affects the marbles, they are going to call it as marble cancer. Suspended particulate matter such as the soot particles. Soot particles are nothing but a dusty like particles which are produced emitted by the Mathura oil refinery had contributed towards the yellowing of marbles. That is, soots are nothing but by the time whenever you are going to burn a camphor, black like substances which are produced, or camphor, if you are going to touch, thereby what happens, burning camphor, if you are going to touch, your hand also will turns to something towards blackish, isn't it? So there is something black like substances, carbon particles which are produced, so they are going to call it as sooty particles. These soot particles, what happened, they are telling, which are released by this Mathura oil refineries, what happened, they have contributed towards the yellowing of which one, they are telling marbles which are present in a Taj Mahal. So the Supreme Court has taken a severe step to save the Taj Mahal. It has ordered the industries to switch to cleaner fuels like CNG, that is compressed natural gas, and liquefied petroleum gas. In combustion and fuel, we have seen the petrol and even diesel, what happened, they are going to release, or if they are burnt in a incomplete air, thereby they are going to release harmful substances. But the cleanest fuel, they are telling, will be CNG and even LPG. That is why the Supreme Court has said these industries to switch on to the CNG and LPG, which are not causing a number of problems like those fuels. Moreover, the automobiles should switch to unleaded petrol in a Taj zone. Unleaded petrol are nothing but the petrol which has been mixed with the lead. So if a petrol is mixed with the lead, means by the time whenever they are releasing carbon particles, along with the carbon particles, lead particles also will be released. So thereby lead is a poisonous substances which harms the living organism. That is why they have said that is to use unleaded petrol, not only in the Taj, even in the whole India. What happened nowadays, you can see in a board in a petrol zone, that is unleaded petrol and all. So next thing we have to go for which one, that is greenhouse effect. So what do you mean by greenhouse effect or greenhouse gases? We all know, isn't it? Greenhouse gases are nothing but carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. Like this, we are going to call them as greenhouse gases. So what do you mean by then greenhouse effect? We shall see now. We shall just observe the picture before moving to that one. Students, observe here. Here you are having sun. So they are releasing which one? The radiation. So here some solar radiation is reflected by the earth and the atmosphere. So hereby what happened? First, thereby whatever may be the rays which are entered through the sun, it will be absorbed. But later, after absorbing, once again what happened? It start to reflect. But by that time, whenever there is more number of greenhouse gases, what happens, we shall see now. Some of the infrared radiation passes through the atmosphere and some is absorbed and re-emitted in all directions by greenhouse gas molecules. The effect of this is to warm the earth's surface and lower the atmosphere. So hereby what happened, the gas or the temperature which is passed through the sun, it has to be reflected back. But since there is number of gases which is present on the earth, that is greenhouse gases, they are going to trap this. As they are going to trap in all the sides, what happen, these number of radiations will be moving on. So these radiations, what happens, along with the movement, they are going to carry the heat. As the heat is carried in all directions, the earth automatically becomes hotter. You know that sun rays warms the earth's surface. A part of radiation that falls on the earth is reabsorbed and it starts to reflect back to the space. A part of the reflected radiation is trapped by the atmosphere. The trapped radiation further warm the earth. If you have seen a greenhouse in a nursery or elsewhere, recall that sun's heat is allowed to get in but not is allowed to go out. Students, for this very good example I can give you. By the time you just imagine you and your friends are moving or family members are moving in a car. So thereby what happen? You all will be opening the windows and you will be traveling in a car. You just do one thing, close all the windows and move in a hot sunny time. By the time when you just move for a longer time, thereby what happen? You can see the temperature within the car will start to increase a minute by minute because you have shut down all the windows. So there is no exchange for the gas. Whatever may be the heat which is trapped on the top of a car will be passed on to which one that's telling inside, and even you are going to exhale the carbon dioxide. By the time whenever you are going to exhale the carbon dioxide, along with that some amount of heat also which comes out, so thereby the temperature what happen normally raising up. So this what actually happening in which one, that is during the greenhouse effect. The trapped heat warms the greenhouse. The trapping of radiation by Earth's atmosphere is similarly, that is why they are called as which one, that is greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect can even be seen in our daily life too, as I told. So, without this process, life would not have been possible on the earth. But now it threatens the life, isn't it? Excess of carbon dioxide in the air is one of the gases responsible for this effect. We all know that what happened because of excess of carbon dioxide here. The carbon dioxide is a main kind of a gas to trap more number of heat. Since more number of carbon particles, carbon dioxide particles which are present, they are going to trap the heat from the sun and they are going to increase the heat or temperature of the earth. We have already studied the role of carbon dioxide in plants, but since carbon dioxide is very essential for the plants to go for photosynthesis process, if it exists of carbon dioxide are there, means what happen, it acts like a pollutant. Not only that one, any of the substances in the environment, if it reaches the maximum amount in the environment, means it causes or it acts like which one they are telling as a pollutant.